Marketing is about values.
Nike didn't call me and sell me this in a catalog. I bought this swoosh because it's ingrained in my soul.
When you have a product that really resonates with customers, the word of mouth grows like wildfire.
Welcome back to the 10-Minute Marketer. Logan and Max here with you today. We're going to kick things off and give you a playbook today. If you are in e-commerce or B2C and you're struggling with the lifetime value and how long your new customers are signing up and staying with you, we've got one tweak that can help you with that today. Before we dive in, we're going to give you our 5-second bet so you can subscribe or follow to the show in the next 5 seconds. And if you don't get value by the end, hit Max or I up on X or on LinkedIn and let us know the show sucked. And that way you get your time back, at least get something off your chest. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We hope you took that bet. Max, tell us a little bit of a story about where you were working with an e-com brand and where they were struggling with lifetime value that kind of brought this playbook to light for you, man.
Yeah, so I follow this guy on Twitter. His name's Jacob. I don't know his last name. His handle's J4Jacob. I don't even really know his business because when you click to his profile, his literal bio says just some guy. I'll actually go ahead and, for those of you on YouTube, a little quick plug to follow us on YouTube. I'll share my screen here. This guy is just Jacob.
He's just some guy.
Just some guy.
Jacob, who's just some guy?
Some guy. I don't know what movie this is from either. It looks familiar.
Is it like
It's definitely
Pulp
from
Fiction or something?
Maybe I should probably plug it into ChatGPT and ask. But his tweets are always about e-com, and his profile picture is him on a rather small but still private plane.
I love how you got that in there. Rather small private jet.
Hey, I don't own one. And my picture is not that. But yeah, so anyways, he tweets a lot about e-com, and he tweeted this out a couple days ago. Currently, around 40% of our subscription cancellations come immediately after our first order. Talking with my customer support team, and they've said around 80% of those people are doing it for the discount on the first order, and around 20% of them don't even know that they are subscribing. Is there any good solution to stop people from subbing and canceling straight away just so they get the discount? And my recommendation was something that I actually tested when I was running my e-com ad agency. For those of you that are new and just listening, I built and sold a 7-figure award-winning global ad agency to a private equity fund almost exactly 4 years ago now. It'll be 4 years this July, or sorry, this October.
Happy close to anniversary on that, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
the end of my earnout.
Anniversary. Here we go.
Thank you. Oh, I've never heard that. It's the end of my earnout. But yeah, one of the clients that we had was a dog treat brand, and they struggled with this too. And I actually literally came up with this idea. I was like, hey, you know, you're basically spending 50% of the average order value or the average like monthly subscription value as a marketing expense when you're running a promo, 50% off your first month. And so I said, there must be another way to offer value and make the unit economics the same on first purchase, but encourage people to stay around longer. And so for those of you watching on YouTube, and for those of you listening, you can see I tweeted back, test this. Instead of offering a discount on first purchase, offer a gift with their first purchase. The example being, instead of 50% off your first month of dog subscription treats or dog treat subscription, what we did is we actually found a supplier to custom engrave the dog's name on a very simple but cool looking plastic dog bowl. And we said, okay, your first month, you get this free, really cool custom dog bowl for your dog. And we'd run ads promoting the custom dog bowl and the treats in the same ad. That's not on this tweet here, but that's what we did. Yeah. And what we found was people would stay a lot longer because they felt guilty. They would look at the dog bowl. They would have positive associations with the dog bowl. And then they would stay a lot longer because they're like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to keep giving my dog this particular kind of healthy treat. And so again, like rethinking that discount as a gift with purchase, as another value add. I've had clients in the past, like for e-com specifically, give away free ebooks instead of a discount. You know, if you sell a weight loss drug, or not drug, but like, let's say you sell like a weight loss, like protein powder shake, if you will. You can give away, I had literally one client give away a Google Drive with 50 just videos of an instructor walking through workouts to help you lose weight as fast as possible. And that was the gift with purchase. There was no discount on the subscription. There was no discount on the one-off purchase of the protein shake that would help you lose weight and increase your protein. It was literally just like, hey, if you buy today, you'll get 50 different workouts to help you lose weight faster. And so I think that shift of rethinking that 50% off, that's basically marketing spend. If you think about it like that, as something else could be really, really, really valuable.
Yeah. A couple of things I love about this, like you said, if you've got an incentive and it's working well and seeing conversions, doesn't mean that that's the way you have to structure the incentive, right? It doesn't have to be a discount. It could be a gift. It could be, doesn't have to be a physical gift. I've seen that. I was shopping around for like a workout bench recently, and it was like, oh, this one comes with like this little printout that you can hang up in your home gym with 50 different workouts. And now, did I make the decision on that? You know, you could debate whether that was a good one or not, but I was like, I could see that being valuable. Like, it did at least answer and solve an additional problem that I would, you know, be looking to solve in buying a workout bench. Because the other thing I'm thinking about is, what workouts am I going to use? That's partially why I'm comparing. Does this one have like little holders for your legs so you can do sit-ups as well as use it as a bench press bench, whatever, right? So I think there's other examples outside of dog treats. The other thing I'll point out, and this is something I got from, gosh, I can't remember the author's name. I think he passed away recently. I could be wrong on that, but the book name is Giftology. So it's giftology. So think gift and biology. And one of the recommendations he makes in that book, it's a lot about gift giving, but especially in a professional context, whether you're an e-com brand, you're adding gift with purchase, or you're in B2B, you're thinking about like account-based marketing or, you know, client appreciation gifts. He always recommended, don't give something that is going to not last. So he's actually kind of recommending oftentimes away from gifting like food, like cupcakes or a cake or edible arrangements for your clients or something like that, and gift something that is going to stick around. Like what's, you know, in B2B, maybe you gift a webcam cover with your logo on it. Oh, that's actually useful. I'm going to see it every freaking day if I'm one of those who likes to have a webcam cover on my MacBook, right? Same thing in e-com with the dog bowl. Every time, you know, you see them eat out of that, you're like, oh, I remember where they got that. So those were my two additions to the playbook there. I think this is smart. I'm curious if, what's his name, Jacob? If he'll actually.
I did just look him up. Giftology was written by John Ruhlin, John Ruhlin, Ruhlin. Ruhlin. He did pass away last year. Very sad at the very young age of 44. It doesn't say how. I don't want to dig too much into that with the little time that we have on this new format, 10-minute marketer. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now. Bite-sized marketing stories for you. I do that a lot. I used to do it at my agency. I should do it more these days. Every year I send all of my clients who are active with me in December a snack box. I think the website's Snack Magic, or Magix, Magix. It's like 40 or 50 bucks times whatever 40 clients that we have on retainer, and then my fractional CMO clients. But it really goes a long way. People text me or Slack me pictures of them eating it or their kids eating it. And are they going to stay an extra 6 months? No, but like building that affinity is great. And I've always thought, man, Snack Magix actually integrates with Zapier. And so I could make it so that anytime someone just pays like their first Stripe, you know, invoice,
yes,
it automatically just sends them like, hey, welcome to the team. Can't, you know, guarantee success, but can guarantee we're going to try our best. If you have any questions, you know, Slack me, hit my personal number, whatever. That could go a long way in starting things off really well. I know we only have a couple minutes though. I think the general kind of theme of this is like, how can we do discounts better, or how can we better incentivize people to start today, right? Start a subscription, whether it's dog treats and I get a box of dog treats every month, whether it's, I don't know what that guy was selling, but whatever that guy was selling, or, you know, a good chunk of our listeners are B2B, right? So in the B2B space, agency owners, software service, there's software as a service people, bookkeepers, accountants, whatever. Any quick thoughts come to mind on using any one of these things that we've talked about for B2B? I'm trying to think. Obviously, hey, if you sign by the end of the month, if you're on the fence, we'll give you 25% off your first month retainer. Sure. One thing we've been testing out lately is, hey, if you sign by the end of the month, Max will personally do the onboarding with you. Normally it's someone on my team doing it, and then I review it, but like Max will personally do it with you.
Yeah.
Because it's Max's team and people come to my newsletter, have an affinity to Max.
I like that example. I was just chatting with a client of mine who we're running a webinar on 11 LinkedIn ad mistakes that B2B SaaS companies make. And the webinar is obviously the initial offer. The follow-up offer is going to be, we're going to give away a free LinkedIn ads audit for the first 5 people that attend live and sign up for that. And then he was like, well, what if we get people beyond those 5? You know, should we go back to them? And well, I was like, well, we could offer them at a discount, but then we could actually add something to it. Like, hey, we'll design 4 ads for you, or some sort of additional service that they're like, hey, I didn't get this offer, but I even got this, and I'm getting something that those folks aren't even getting, something premium, something to help me take the next step. So it could be access to the founder. It could be kind of the next step of whatever. Again, going back to the workout bench, you got a workout bench. What are you going to need it for? Like, what are the next few things that you could solve at a low cost to you that's a good value to your customer?
I like this. I'm learning on this podcast as well, because we give all of our clients follow-up templates. So we generate the leads, but only a certain percent, typically it's high, but sometimes, you know, a rather low percent actually book. And so we give our clients templates for them to kind of plug and play, Mad Lib style, a follow-up to, hey, noticed you signed up for our newsletter, and said you were interested in booking a call, but didn't actually book your call. Here's a case study. Here's a testimony. Here's why you should book a call, blah, 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 blah. What we could say is sign up by the end of the month, and we will write these for you and set them up for you. Typically, we don't do that. We always just say, like, get your virtual assistant to do it. It'll take an hour. Here's a tutorial how to do that. But as a little extra bonus, like, we'll set this up for you to increase your chances of it working, which is always the biggest objection for any sort of marketing related service, any sort of really B2B service. Is like, will this actually work? Will this actually do what I want? If you can give something that will increase the chance of that and make them feel special, to your point in doing it, I think that's really valuable. I think that's really smart. I'm gonna go Slack my team that we need to implement both of these things right now. Anything else before we hop on this quick 10-minute bite-sized, what did I say? What's the tagline? Bite-sized proven marketing strategies, bite-sized something marketing strategies. Anything else
you can implement quickly? I like your point about, if you are, whether you're in SaaS or services or e-commerce, especially in B2B though, people always do gifts around the holidays. And so if you're always doing that, then you're kind of just part of the noise, versus doing it, hey, right when they sign up, because it's not going to get lost in the mix of the holiday stuff, number one. And number two, that's when people are most prone to buyer's remorse. They signed, you're all excited because you just brought on this new client or big new logo in SaaS or whatever it is. They're like, did I make the right choice? And you showing a little above and beyond gives them a little bit of confidence. Is that going to win you everything? No. But that's what I caught from your potential change to the Snack Magics thing. So that's what I got.
I love that. Thanks as always for listening and tuning in. Please like and follow us on whatever platform you're listening on. As always, if you have questions or feedback, Logan Lyles on LinkedIn, Marketing Max on Twitter. See you guys next time.
See you next week, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Max show. It takes me and my team hours to produce it every single week, but it only takes you 15 seconds to hit that share button and text it to a friend, drop it in a Slack group, or share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or any of your favorite social platforms. I appreciate you taking the time to check out my content. Have an awesome day.